Hello guys, NautoAisDx here, and this is going to be part of the Pre-E3 2017 special, and basically sort of a interesting topic, video game related, but it's more of a phrase, let's just not term, my mistake, a phrase that people now use it because of the internet, and that is, and I quote, the internet never forgets. Again, the internet never forgets. So a lot of people know what this is. Derek and Andre of Game Explain, I think they talk about it. But basically what it is focus on video game, but it is more than just a video game. But we'll just focus this on the video game is when you say something in the internet, they tend not to forget. The people will not forget it. They'll either make a record about it, either screen capture, video recording. Hey, there's a lot of devices you could do it now. Or they'll use a camera when push comes to shove, whatever, to make sure that the company will never forget. And a lot of times the problem is most of the company, Nintendo to some extent, maybe some old company kind of don't really grasp that aspect, because they do get flabbergasted when people actually record, like, oh wait, I don't remember you saying that. Oh no, he kind of said it. There's the proof. And that's the important part of the internet never forget. Because the whole point is, you say something that's very vital, very critical, they're going to record that, and they're going to say, oh, you remember you said this, blah, 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 blah. And a lot of times, the only thing that they can do is avoid it, bulk the situation. And that's really it. But they really can't deny it because it's there. It's already been proven. It's because this has been happening a lot of times. One is, I'm going to get example, basically on Nintendo, because there's more that the Nintendo couldn't really get it, that the internet never forgets, is that Reggie basically showed the 3DS to Jimmy Fallon. Didn't really talk about it because it wasn't really ready yet. It was on E3. He showed him a bit what the Nintendo 3DS, the glasses for 3DS, which is cool, but it's just lots of butters, let's just say that. And the funny thing is about it is Jimmy Fallon asked Reggie, hey, so this is so cool, when's it gonna come out? And he just said next year, which is, yeah, no duh, come on, I mean, it's given it's gonna be next year. I'm just surprised it was early next year, but, well, no, I mean, you're gonna show it the year before in E3, yeah, but then people recorded that, like, oh, remember the 3DS gonna be coming out next year, make a note of that. That to some extent Nintendo said, yeah, I know Reggie said something, but don't believe what it, like, they're trying to cover it up, which I don't think he can cover that up, because people recorded it. People screen captured. He said it on live television next year. So they're trying to say, no, when he says that, he's just assuming. No, well, it is what's next year, but again, because the reason why they're trying to cover the base, what if there was some problem and they couldn't bring it on the year after that, which is, I can't remember. Who cares? It's been old. So the people said, oh shoot, that sucks. There you go. The internet never forgets. Now let's move forward to 2017 with the Switch. One of the highly demanded people wanted it, they never done it, was Mother 3, Earthbound 3 with Lucas. Yes, he's in Smash Bros. Brawl and the Wii U and 3DS. Yes, I bought his amiibo. And the sad part, to some extent, his amiibo, it lasted a long time, believe it or not. It lasted for 3 months. They made a lot, but surprisingly, not people really want to buy Lucas versus NES. Yeah, it's also NES. I mean, the restock, how funny, there's still NES, but well, in the beginning, he crashed the GameStop server, but whatever, that's in the past. So they wanted a game, they wanted to relocate, there was some rumbling about it. So they asked Reggie, and Reggie basically just said, well, you know what, I know a lot of people want this game, but ask me this question next year and let's see what's going to happen. And of course, people immediately, boom, they recorded it, they made notes about it, screen capture, whatever. And the first thing that I was watching it from Game Explain, Derek and Andre basically said, the internet never forgets. So remember, guys, Reggie with Mother 3, remember, just type that in Google, because people will record it, they'll never forget. So if a year after that, A year after that, and you ask the same question, hey, what happened to Murder 3? And then Reggie said, well, I don't know, we have no plans or whatever. Show him that video from a year before. Hey, you said something that we'll ask you again a year, and you said we'll see what happened. There you go. Another one I could do maybe more close to my situation, which is Blaze Blue Central Fiction. I did a rant about it, how the latest one doesn't have a dub. Bullshit, excuse the language. But, I mean, I rant too many times. Even Patrick says the voice of Ragnar the Blood Edge was disappointing. And Danny basically said something on the PlayStation blog, and people, guess what? Screen captured it. Remember, they screen captured that thing. I did it too. He said, well, would you want the game coming to 3 or 6 to 8 months with a dub? And of course, a lot of people said, yeah, right now, 6 to 8 months. So do I. But the thing I'm going to do, or most people are going to do, probably in September, October-ish, you can harass Arc System Work, harass Axie Game, harass Danny to some extent. You say, hey, Danny, remember this? You said this on November, 6 to 8 months. If we want it, any still chance? Are you going to still do it? Blah, 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 blah. Remember you said this? Because again, the internet never forgets. And that's the thing that a lot of companies will probably have to understand. You got to be careful what you say. You can't just say something and people will forget. No. Not at this time of age, they will not forget it. The internet never forgets, ever. So to anyone, if you see something interesting that you want to support and you don't agree with what they're doing, record it. Make a note, share it, make voice about it. Make people hear about it. That's an important thing. A lot of this old school company, even Nintendo, they kind of don't understand because they've been in a situation where, oh, remember that you said this? And it looks like they weren't really learning. Like, oh, wait, did I say that? Oops, I guess so. Yeah, the company might forget what they say, but the internet never forgets. So that's a key thing that I like. I like that concept because push comes to shove, yeah. I mean, heck, One Piece Pirate Warrior for the PlayStation 3 exclusive, at one point they were going to have a physical release and there was English dub. I kind of basically did script capture, showed it to Namco Bandai, and yeah, people said, oh yeah, remember you did say, oh you lied. And then of course Namco Bandai just said, from what I heard, this is a long time ago, they said, and some people basically were saying, yeah, we know we were planning to do it, but there were some problems. So, again, very cop-out thing, but whatever it is. Oh, and definitely, I can't never forget about it. And I'm probably going to link in the description box about Street Fighter V and the community, because the community, Street Fighter V, whoever in charge, the community manager, basically stated, and I want to give props to Alex of the backlog battle for retweeting this, because he never forget it, was, moving forward, we're going to be listening to the fans, we're going to be more transparent, and guess what? Apparently the DLC is going to come out on May or April 25th from what I heard. However, the update itself will be somewhere in May. Again, so what after that, you're being transparent to your fans, to the community, you're doing the same thing again. So you freakingly lied. I understand you have to delay it, but you lied to the company again, to your community. Excuse me. You lied to the community again that you said, hey, we're going to be more transparent, than you were not. There you go. And again, because the internet, I'm going to apologize for that. The internet never forgets. So, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, so anybody, you gotta really keep, this is a key to sort of victory, is the internet never forgets. Very, very, very useful, because you can show it to them, they can probably just copy it, I guess I don't remember, you know what, things change. Yeah, well, whatever, but are you a man or are you a kid? Stick with your guns, or you're gonna play with your squirt gun? You tell me. So yeah, that's my basically sort of a thoughts of the internet never forgets, because I bet you in E3 2017, a lot of this game company, when they do an interview, they're probably going to say something, and then you might say, I'm better take a note, and there you go. We'll just have to wait and see E3 2017. So with that, thanks for listening.